Hey, what's up everyone, Kevin here. In this video, I want to share with you how you can go through all the different levels of snowboarding, from beginner, intermediate, advanced, and even becoming an expert snowboarder. Even the highest pro snowboarder at one point was a beginner. So this video is designed to show you what each level looks like and how you can progress through each one. Hopefully this video will help you to become whatever level of snowboarder you set out to be. Starting out with just being a beginner snowboarder, everyone starts here, and the amazing thing about being a beginner is that you're gonna progress very quickly. Starting out with just being able to skate on your snowboard, skating allows you to get around the mountain, and if you can practice riding with one foot, that's good practice for when it comes time to get off the chairlift. As a beginner, you're also learning how to use your snowboard's edges to slow yourself down and also to change directions. As a beginner, you spend a lot of time sliding on your heels, also sliding on your toes, and just learning how to control your speed so that you can build up to doing your first turns. As a beginner, the terrain that you're learning on is the easiest terrain, so either a bunny slope or green terrain, and you're usually going pretty slow, which is good as a beginner because you want to play it safe and take your time in progressing. You can even start to practice some tricks as a beginner, staying in one spot and practicing nose and tail presses. A sign that you're probably moving past beginner is when you can link turns and when you have confidence getting off the chairlift without falling. The next step in progression is being an intermediate snowboarder. When you're an intermediate snowboarder, it's pretty easy to tell because now you're comfortable linking your turns, you're riding with a little bit more speed, and you're even ready to try some blue runs. As an intermediate, you can also start to practice some switch riding, so being able to ride in either directions. And switch riding is a good base to help you start to get into more freestyle and park-oriented snowboarding. You can even start to do some easy tricks on the slope as an intermediate, so hopping some 180s across the slope, learning to ride with your board straight and flat down the slope, preparing you for a 50-50 on a box, and learning how to move your weight over the nose or tail of your snowboard, learning your first butter tricks. As an intermediate, you're also trying to ride off of the groom slopes for the first time. Riding off of the groom slope is definitely a little bit more difficult because you're dealing with bumps and you're really having to read the terrain ahead of you so that you can absorb anything the mountain's throwing at you. Carving is an important skill to develop as an intermediate, and you don't necessarily have to be linking carving turns, but trying individual single carving turns is a great place to start. You know that you've passed through intermediate when you're riding with a little bit more speed, you're onto blues or maybe even black terrain. You've made a few carving turns and you've got a few easy tricks down on your trick list. As an advanced snowboarder, a few of the skills that you have are being able to ride down steep terrain in control. Speed is a big part of being an advanced rider, and a big thing with speed is just being able to control it and really feeling confident with your edges, knowing that equally on your toes and heels that you're able to slow yourself down and control yourself while riding at high speeds. Speed will come in handy when it comes time to ride in powder, because riding with speed will help you to float through the powder and help you to avoid getting stuck. Carving is also one of the key fundamentals as an advanced snowboarder. It's an effective tool to get you around the mountain very quickly, helping you to change directions and get to where you want to go. Carving is also a very important skill to have when it comes time to start doing more freestyle tricks. You don't have to be into riding the park if you're an advanced snowboarder, but if you are into the park, a few of the more advanced tricks are definitely when you're starting to get air with your spins. Being able to do 180s in all four directions is a strong sign that you're an advanced park rider. Also being able to do some more difficult tricks on boxes like frontside board slides. You're also starting to hit some more advanced features like tubes and rails. I think as an advanced rider, you don't have to be doing the toughest park tricks, but having a good list of tricks on some small and medium-sized features. So a clear sign that you're an advanced rider is that you're able to ride with speed, you're riding down steep terrain, you've got a list of tricks that you can do on small and medium-sized park features, and overall you're just very comfortable riding anywhere on the mountain. So finally, we have the expert level of snowboarding. I'd say the easiest way to determine if you are an expert rider is that you're really able to ride any terrain on the mountain, especially when it comes to steep terrain. With steeper terrain, there's more decision making, planning, and you have to have the utmost confidence with doing turns on the steep terrain because any mistake and there could be potential danger. So the type of terrain that you're riding is a clear indicator of an expert rider. When it comes to park riding as an expert, it definitely becomes what type of park features you enjoy to do, whether it's jumps or rails. But typically when you're an expert, you're kind of combining larger features with more difficult tricks. Then you're starting to put together your own expert trick list. As an expert, you're really trying to challenge yourself in whatever style of snowboarding that you're into. The goal of becoming an expert is just to have all the skills at your disposal so that you can go after those big mountain lines or trick goals that you have. Amazing guys, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what level of snowboarder are you and what are the things that you're working on this season. I'll put a link to my gear and my sponsors in the description if you want to support the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Have fun out there snowboarding and progressing, and I'll catch you in the next video.